Welcome back, lore hunters. Tonight, we step inside the world of one of gaming's greatest universes. Find a comfortable position, let the story unfold, and drift into another world. Let your breath slow. With each exhale, feel tension leave your shoulders. Let your body sink into the moment. Imagine Desmond Miles, deep in the Animus, yet deeply asleep. His conscious mind is quiet, resting after its long journey through ancestral memories. But does the Animus truly rest when Desmond sleeps? This incredible machine, a bridge to the past, holds an ocean of experiences. It vibrates with the echoes of countless lives. A distant, almost imperceptible hum fills the air, a constant whisper of processing power. The cool metal casing of the Animus reflects dim amber glows from unseen panels. This is not a machine powered down. It is a sleeping giant, dreaming. It sifts through ancient data, a vast database of forgotten moments. What dreams does it weave in the quiet hours? What untold stories surface when its primary user is lost to slumber? We explore the Animus's autonomous dream state projections, when Desmond's subconscious connects to its vast, untapped database. It's a journey into unseen lore, a quiet mystery unfolding in the dark. The Animus does not merely store data, it lives it. It projects and relives every memory it holds. So, when Desmond's direct interaction ceases, the bleeding effect still subtly dances. It's a faint breath against the silence. Fragmented visions begin to form, not just echoes, but residual pulses of untold narratives. They are glimpses of a past never fully explored by Desmond himself. Soft shadows stretch and shift around the console, forming fleeting shapes. The air carries the faint, almost nostalgic smell of old parchment and dried herbs, a scent of forgotten archives. These are the Animus's own reinterpretations of events, perhaps filling in gaps. It explores what could have been. A mild chill might grace your skin, a whisper from a projected distant memory. The Animus is sifting through the Isu's cryptic messages, the Templars' hidden motivations, and the Assassin's silent sacrifices. These aren't direct memories. They are the machine's subconscious processing. It's a deep dive into the very fabric of history, seen through a digital lens. Every memory in its database, every ancestor, has a life beyond the main story. This is where those unwritten chapters reside. Consider the sheer volume of data held within this digital repository. Every life, every choice, every untold dream. The Animus, in its slumber, might project alternative timelines. Perhaps it shows paths not taken, decisions reconsidered. A soft crackle, like static electricity, might occasionally interrupt the hum. A small glitch In the vast data stream, glimpses of moonlit edges against ancient stones appear, then fade. The faint scent of cool night air, mixed with damp earth, suggests outdoor scenes from countless eras. It delves into the deeper implications of the Isu's failed prophecies. It explores the first assassin's unwritten story, moments beyond Altuir or Ezio's journeys. This isn't just a machine. It possesses an almost conscious awareness of the historical narrative. As you drift, feel the subtle pull of these hidden histories. Desmond's mind, even in sleep, is forever linked. It's a peaceful, yet profound, connection to a machine that never truly rests. The animus processes. It learns. It dreams. These are the untold stories, the quiet reflections of a world constantly at war. The peace of Desmond's sleep allows the animus to delve even deeper, uncovering narratives otherwise lost. Moving deeper into the scene, the animus's projections begin to coalesce. You feel a gentle coolness against your skin. A vast, intricate chamber forms around you. Its walls are not of crude rock, but smooth, dark metal. Faint lines of turquoise light pulse across ancient panels. A soft, almost inaudible hum vibrates through the air. In the center of this grand hall, a holographic projection shimmers into focus. It displays complex astronomical charts. They shift slowly, tracking cosmic events. You sense a deep anxiety emanating from this ancient data. These charts are not merely records. They are warnings. The catastrophic projections slowly recede. The holographic images dissolve into soft, shimmering dust. A sense of weary resignation settles over the ancient space. Yet, a new image forms, subtle and fleeting. It's a distant view of a fragile green planet, healing. Patches of new life spread across its surface. The complex charts continue their slow rotation. Your eyes trace the shimmering turquoise lines. Specific constellations bloom across the holographic sphere. You recognize distant star systems, not as they appear now, but as they were eons ago. A deep, resonant hum pulses through the chamber. It feels like the breath of the animus itself. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. Among the swirling stars, ancient glyphs begin to form. They are symbols you have glimpsed before, perhaps in fragments of historical texts. Each glyph pulses with a soft, inner luminescence. They trace paths, connecting stars to specific points on an emerging, ghostly terrestrial map. This is not just prophecy, you realize. The holographic projection subtly shifts focus. The cosmic patterns recede into the background. Now, a single, glowing Isu artifact appears in vivid detail. It's a relic you instinctively recognize, a fragment of Eden, not one Desmond directly touched, but a conceptual twin. It floats within the chamber's center, radiating a soft, golden light. The ancient glyphs, now fully formed, hum gently. You trace their silver paths connecting stars to earth. A soft, cool breeze brushes your face. The profound scale settles into a quiet understanding. A specific point on the emerging terrestrial map begins to glow. It pulses with a faint amber light. You sense a deep, quiet yearning, a whisper of forgotten purpose. The air grows slightly cooler around you. The celestial charts pause their slow, cosmic rotation. The glowing glyphs soften, their silver light dimming. A sense of ancient regret, yet enduring hope, washes over your mind. You rest in this quiet, profound knowledge. The amber light intensifies slightly. It pulses softly, like a distant, ancient heart. You feel a subtle resonance within your own core. The chamber's cool air carries a faint, earthy scent. It smells of ancient forests, damp soil, and the petrichor of forgotten rains. The holographic map shifts its focus. Within the heart of the valley, faint structures begin to appear. They are not grand, imposing cities. Instead, you glimpse small, weathered stone dwellings. Their roofs are thatched, almost blending seamlessly with the verdant landscape. A cool, damp mist drifts gently through the holographic rendering. It swirls softly around the ancient, humble homes. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. The solitary figure slowly turns. They face away from you, yet their presence feels direct. Their back is broad, cloaked in simple, worn fabrics. You notice intricate patterns on the fabric's very edge. They hint at a hidden, significant lineage. The air grows still, the damp mist settling around the small dwellings. You feel the coolness against your skin, a grounding presence amidst the grand visions. The weathered stone of the humble homes seems to exhale an ancient peace. Their thatched roofs, woven with precision, blend almost perfectly with the greens of the valley. This is a place of quiet endurance, of life lived close to the earth. A faint, rhythmic hum now pulses from within the stone, a steady beat beneath the soil. Moving deeper into the scene, the mist thins slightly, revealing more of the valley's quiet expanse. You notice specific details now, the smooth, worn surfaces of pathways between the dwellings. They suggest countless footsteps over countless seasons. A faint, earthy scent deepens, mixed now with a subtle tang of something metallic, like distant, raw ore. This is not a place of pure nature, but of human interaction, of early tools and nascent industry. From one of the larger stone structures, a faint, rhythmic clang can be heard, muffled by the fog, but persistent. The atmosphere shifts as a soft, pale light begins to filter through the lingering mist. It touches the rough fabric of a cloaked figure, now standing on a low rise overlooking the valley. Their gaze is fixed on the distant horizon. There, through the fading haze, the faint outline of more structured settlement takes form. These are not merely dwellings. They are arranged with intent, a developing community. You notice a faint, familiar scent now. The dry, clean smell of old parchment mixed with the cool night air. Desmond's deep rest begins. The animus finds its own stillness. Its primary function pauses for now. Yet, its vast database remains active, a whisper of forgotten purpose. His breath grows slow and steady. You feel a gentle stillness settle. The faint, rhythmic clang has faded. Only a soft, distant hum continues. It pulses from within the machine's core. This hum is like the animus dreaming. It processes untold ancestral data. Fragmented whispers emerge. They are not direct messages for Desmond. They are the machine's own thoughts. Ancestral memories weave new tapestries. These are unseen, unrecorded moments. They play out in a gentle, repeating loop. A subtle warmth blooms within you. It's a feeling of shared, quiet history. The air around you remains cool, yet the warmth spreads softly through your chest. This is the profound peace after the day's quest. A deep sense of rest descends. You become a silent observer. The animus shares its untold stories. They are whispered into the vast quiet. Desmond's sleep acts as a conduit. His true rest allows these visions to surface. They are gentle, fleeting images. A hidden peace envelops the space. You feel the subtle vibration. It runs from the console into the floor. A faint, sweet scent of ancient wood. It mixes with the cool night air. You drift with this quiet rhythm. Deeper slumber takes hold now. The animus hums a soft lullaby. It is a song of forgotten eras. You see soft, blurry visions form. A sun-drenched field of golden wheat sways. An ancient, quiet village sleeps peacefully. No conflict mars these peaceful scenes. The air carries a scent of morning dew. It's mixed with distant hearth smoke. The damp mist gently recedes. It reveals a quiet, open expanse. Moonlight bathes silent, weathered ruins. Stone structures stand stoic and worn. They tell of time's long, slow passage. You feel a quiet, knowing reverence. These are places unseen by Desmond. They are moments unburdened by grand destiny. The animus finds its own silent freedom. It dreams of what could have been, or perhaps what simply was, before the grand narratives fully took hold. A gentle warmth pulses from the images. It soothes your inner thoughts. Your mind drifts with the quiet scenes. You become part of the deep stillness. The hum becomes a steady, guiding rhythm. It draws you further into the quiet. Untroubled peace fills the very air. You notice the soft texture of old stone. It appears smoothed by countless generations. A faint, melodic whisper seems to rise. It blends with the gentle, cool breeze. Your breathing grows even and deep. This is a space of pure memory. The dream visions begin to soften. They grow fainter and more ethereal. You are letting go of the world now. The animus's quiet dreams fade gently, yet their profound essence remains with you. A sense of deep understanding settles. These ancient stories are never truly lost. They simply wait for gentle rediscovery. Desmond sleeps on, undisturbed by visions. His consciousness finds true, deep rest, and the animus guards its quiet secrets. Its hum becomes a quiet, fading whisper. It's like the rustle of old, worn parchment, or the soft sigh of forgotten winds. The last glowing forms disappear slowly. Only the deep amber light remains. It pulses slowly, peacefully, steadily. This light is a constant presence. It reminds you of enduring lore. You feel your own breath deepen. Your body feels heavy and completely relaxed. The cool air still touches your skin lightly, but an internal warmth now cradles you. It is the peace of shared, vast history. Let your eyes grow pleasantly heavy. The journey has reached its quiet, soft end. These untold dreams will forever linger. They await another gentle awakening. Rest now in this vast, dreaming universe. Feel the last subtle warmth recede. A complete stillness settles around you. The quiet carried forward, revealing a subtle shift in the animus's internal landscape. Fragmented echoes began to shimmer, not quite distinct, but present. You sense a faint tremor, like distant static, originating deep within the machine's core. These are not full memories, but whispers of what could have been. A cool, almost metallic scent now mingles with the ancient wood, hinting at the machine's deeper processes. Your focus narrows, drawn to these elusive, dreamlike forms. They shift and reform, never quite settling into a clear picture. Moving deeper into the scene, the ambient hum takes on a different quality. It's a rhythmic, almost meditative thrum, pulling your attention further inward. You now discern blurred edges of a familiar world within the fragments, a distant, muffled sound, like overlapping whispers, drifts through the space. The air feels heavy, still, carrying the faint scent of old leather and metal. It's as if Desmond's own subconscious is beginning to blend, creating a distorted mirror. The next moment unfolds, revealing a momentary clarity amidst the merging forms. The animus hums a soft, continuous melody now, a gentle lullaby that seems to stabilize the vision. You notice the soft texture of old, polished stone, seemingly smoothed by countless generations. A whisper of ancient dust hangs in the cool air, visible in the soft, ambient glow. There's a faint, melodious whisper, almost like a sigh, that rises and blends with the gentle, cool breeze. Your breathing grows even and deep, finding a strange peace within this shifting reality. This clarity feels like a gentle warning, a glimpse into the profound connection Desmond shares, a path constantly bleeding into his own consciousness. The story draws inward, where the distorted mirror began to ripple. Gentle glitches danced across the surface. They felt like soft static on an old screen. You observe shimmering pixels, shifting like sand. These anomalies were not jarring. They were a natural part of the Animus's quiet processing. Stepping deeper, we find a more defined shape taking form. Through the gentle haze, a fragmented archway appeared, its ancient lines warped with digital artifacting. It was familiar, yet alien. Pale light filtered through the broken digital edges. It illuminated traces of aged stone. In the gentle distance, a new element appears. Partially formed symbols glowed within the digital static. They pulsed with an internal, soft light. These were not errors, but glimpses. Perhaps they were insights into corrupted data or inaccessible, profound ancestral memories. The atmosphere shifts as the pale light intensified. It now revealed more of the archway's forgotten carvings. You discern flowing script etched into the ancient surface. The letters pulsed with a soft, amber glow. It felt like a forgotten language whispered into existence. The rhythmic thrum of the Animus echoed this soft pulse. Moving deeper into the scene, you step through the archway. The cool, smooth flagstones of the courtyard greet your touch. Soft shadows stretched across the wide expanse. They danced with the faint light from above. The air here felt older, carrying the scent of dry dust and ancient stone. Tall, ornate pillars lined the courtyard's edges. In the gentle distance, a new element appears. At the courtyard's center, a low, circular pedestal took form. Its dark, polished surface reflected the soft light like still water. Upon its top, a single symbol began to coalesce. It was familiar, yet subtly altered, glowing with an inner, soft blue light. This emblem seemed to hum with silent energy. You feel the cool, smooth flagstones beneath your feet. They are wide and perfectly fitted. They stretch out before you, forming a vast expanse. The tall, ornate pillars stand around you. They rise with a quiet, solemn dignity. Their surfaces are covered in subtle carvings. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. As you move deeper into the scene, you notice the flagstones beneath your feet. They ripple softly, like water, but with no sound. Yet, they remain solid. The rhythmic thrum of the Animus deepens. It pulses almost against your skin now. The subtle tension gently recedes. The shifting flagstones in the courtyard's center quiet. They form a perfectly still, shimmering circle. Within its bounds, a soft, amber light begins to pulse. It emanates from deep within the digital stone. This glow feels both ancient and profoundly new. Moving deeper into the scene, the flagstones beneath your feet now shimmer with an inner light. Gentle undulations spread across their surface. This light, a soft, pulsating amber, traces ancient symbols within the stone. You feel a faint warmth rising from the ground. The air, once still, now carries a delicate, almost imperceptible hum. This blends with the animus's rhythmic thrum, the quiet carried forward, revealing deeper secrets. The glowing glyphs on the pillars begin to ripple. They flow like liquid light. You see faint outlines within them. These are fleeting, almost translucent figures. They move with an ancient, solemn grace. In the gentle distance, a new element appears, dissolving the subtle tension. The shifting figures on the pillars coalesce. They form a single, serene image. It is an ancient symbol, familiar yet profoundly deep. This symbol radiates a calm, steady light. The whispers quiet. The translucent figures coalesce, their forms becoming clearer now. They are ancient echoes, moving through a silent ritual. A soft, chanting hum begins, deep and resonant. It vibrates gently through the air, touching the flagstones beneath your feet. You feel a familiar warmth on your skin, like sun on old stone. The air carries a faint scent of dried herbs and distant rain. The next moment unfolds, revealing a shift. As you watch, the figures complete their silent ritual. Their movements grow more deliberate, almost strained now. A subtle coolness replaces the warmth in the air. The amber light pulses faster, a little less steady. Faint cracks appear in the shimmering flagstones. The tremor fades as swiftly as it began, leaving a deep quiet. The cracks in the flagstones soften, their glow diminishing to a gentle ember. The figures, once strained, now stand still. Their forms are almost transparent again. They seem to observe you, not with judgment, but an ancient understanding. A profound sense of peace settles over the courtyard, tinged with quiet melancholy. The faint cracks in the shimmering flagstones deepen now. Instead of breaking, they begin to emit a soft, cool blue luminescence from beneath. This light, an inverse to the amber above, spreads slowly. It traces intricate, glowing veins across the stone surface. The translucent figures pause, their strained movements easing into a still observation. A profound quiet descends around you, deeper than before. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. The blue luminescence from beneath the flagstones softly illuminates the lower portions of the ornate pillars. It traces new, previously unseen glyphs along their base. These symbols are subtle and intricate, weaving through the older carvings like delicate threads of light. The translucent figures, now shimmering with a dual glow of amber and blue, begin to move again. Their motions are fluid, almost flowing, like water made solid by memory. The dual light from the figures casts long, shifting shadows. These shadows stretch across the glowing flagstones. Your gaze follows their graceful, slow procession. They trace paths along the newly illuminated glyphs. With each fluid movement, a soft, almost inaudible chime rings out. It seems to echo from deep within the stone itself. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. The glyphs now form fleeting, ghostly images. They flicker within the very fabric of the pillars. You watch as these images coalesce. They show snippets of grand, ancient architecture. You also see figures, draped in robes, moving with purpose. The scenes within the glyphs now flow together. They form a silent, unfolding narrative. You recognize glimpses of familiar figures, yet their actions diverge from known histories. A soft warmth spreads slowly through the air. It counters the earlier coolness, moving deeper into the scene. The grand architecture solidifies slightly. You see soaring arches made of pale, luminous stone. They seem to stretch towards an unseen ceiling, disappearing into a soft twilight haze. The robed figures, still flowing with dual light, walk with a silent reverence. Their footsteps make no sound on the glowing flagstones. A faint, almost imperceptible hum now fills the space, a deep resonance from the ancient structure itself. The cool air, carrying a subtle scent of aged stone and faint incense, settles around you. The silent reverence of the figures suggests a profound task. They gather near massive, polished obsidian panels that rise from the floor. These panels reflect the dual light, creating endless, shimmering depths within their surface. Your gaze traces the delicate threads of light, the newly illuminated glyphs, as they extend beyond the pillars. They seem to guide the figures towards these silent, dark mirrors. A subtle, low thrum, deeper than the previous hum, emanates from the obsidian. It hints at immense power held just beneath the surface, a power carefully, silently, being tended. You realize these grand, silent workings are echoes. They are not memories lived, but dreams projected. The animus, as Desmond sleeps, weaves these untold narratives. It constructs a world where ancient beings performed their sacred, intricate duties. The cool air still lingers, but now feels infused with the scent of forgotten knowledge. The patterns on the obsidian panels begin to shift, not with light, but with fleeting, internal luminescence. This subtle dance of hidden energies implies a universal truth being gently processed, a timeless wisdom unfolding without urgency, like the slow turning of cosmic gears. The robed figures now raise their hands. Their movements are slow, deliberate. The dual light from them intensifies. It pulses gently against the obsidian panels. Your eyes follow the intricate dance of light. The glyphs on the flagstones shift. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. Within the obsidian, faint images coalesce. They are not reflections, but projections. Wisps of pale light outline sprawling ancient cities. You see brief glimpses of figures in conflict. Their faces are obscured, their forms fleeting. The story draws inward, where these visions reside. These are not direct memories. They are echoes, fragments of countless lives. The animus processes them even in rest. Sometimes they show forgotten pathways. Other times they reveal lost knowledge. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. The faint images within the obsidian deepen. You feel a gentle calm settle over the space. The sprawling cities now show intricate details. Soaring towers of luminous stone reach skyward. They pierce a hazy, twilight sky. The robed figures now focus their attention. They stand before a central, shimmering projection. It shows a vast, planetary map. Delicate threads of light trace ancient fault lines. They also highlight potential energy breaches. The low thrum from the obsidian panels grows more intricate. The projected images shift. The planetary map dissolves slowly. It gives way to intricate, interwoven glyphs. They glow with a dying, pale amber light. These glyphs cover the obsidian panels. They seem to tell a story. The quiet carried forward, revealing deeper truths within the projection. The intricate thrum from the obsidian panels now settled into a silent, rhythmic hum. The delicate lines on the planetary map illuminated further, showing not just geological fault lines, but ancient, glowing conduits. You feel a subtle shift in the cool air, a faint warmth now against your skin. These pulsating, luminous threads revealed a vast, interconnected network, a hidden circulatory system beneath the Earth's surface. They marked the flow of an immense, unfathomable energy. Your curiosity grows with each shimmering detail as the animus quietly dreams of forgotten power. Moving deeper into the scene, the central projection shifts. The vast planetary map recedes slightly, making room for new visions. Above it, fragmented images coalesce into shimmering forms of the Isu themselves. Their ethereal bodies are made of pure light, adorned with complex alien symbols that subtly shift. They move with a slow, deliberate grace, tending to glowing, intricate machines that hum softly. A faint, almost sorrowful hum now joins the intricate thrum. resonating deep within you. The air grows perceptibly cooler now, a mild chill clinging to your skin as the projections deepen. The Isu figures now cast long, distorted shadows against the luminous machines they tend. Their movements become subtly more urgent, a faint, frantic energy rippling through their translucent forms. In the projected cities, cracks begin to appear in the luminous stone of their soaring towers, faint at first, then spreading like delicate spiderwebs across the grand architecture. The intricate thrum from the obsidian panels grows heavier, almost a mournful bass note that vibrates in the floor. This is the silent echo of their failed prophecy, the beginning of a quiet, inevitable fall. A gentle tension builds as the Animus's untold dream unfolds before you. The Isu move with a practiced ease. Their luminous forms shimmer gently. Complex symbols shift across their ethereal skin. They guide faint energy flows into the softly humming machines. A faint metallic tang now hangs in the cool air. These intricate machines glow with an internal rhythmic light. Delicate tendrils of light now flow from the planetary map. They connect seamlessly to the Isu's intricate machines. The Isu's subtle gestures direct this immense power. Their silent, profound focus fills the entire space. The machines vibrate with a deep, resonant hum. You sense an ancient duty in their quiet work. Each shimmering touch by the Isu brings a soft vibration. The glowing planetary conduits pulse in harmonious response. Their ethereal forms' intricate symbols now glow with new intensity. The quiet air itself feels charged with ancient knowledge. You feel a peaceful resolve watching their diligence. They worked to balance the world's deep, essential energies. The Isu's silent gestures grew more precise. Their luminous forms moved with an almost hypnotic rhythm. You feel the air settle, holding a deep, soft warmth. The intricate machines responded to their touch, emitting a low, harmonious hum. Delicate light tendrils now flowed into a central, crystalline core. This core pulsated with immense, controlled energy. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. The crystalline core pulsed with a slightly irregular beat. Its steady glow flickered, almost imperceptibly. A faint tremor ran through the obsidian panels beneath your awareness. The Isu paused, their movements becoming slower, more measured. Their ethereal eyes focused intently on the core's shifting light. The Isu exchanged silent, knowing glances. Their collective focus tightened, a powerful, unspoken resolve. They extended their luminous hands, guiding the intricate tendrils of light with renewed purpose. The core's irregular beat slowly steadied. The faint tremor subsided. The harmonic hum returned, deeper and more reassuring. The crystalline core's irregular beat deepens, not with distress, but a new, profound rhythm. Soft blue light ripples across its surface, revealing shimmering layers within. You watch as faint, intricate glyphs begin to form, tracing ancient tales across its internal walls. A gentle hum now pulses in sync with the core's new beat. The Isu lean closer, their luminous eyes reflecting the core's internal dance. A quiet understanding dawning in their silent forms. The air, once still, now carries a faint, almost sweet metallic scent. Moving deeper into the scene, the glyphs coalesce into fleeting images. You see glimpses of a world lush and vibrant, untouched by strife. Figures move through golden fields, their faces serene, their gestures slow. They are not Isu, but perhaps early humans, living in harmony with the ancient creators. A deep, calming warmth now fills the space, dispelling any lingering apprehension. The quiet thrum of the machines feels like a lullaby. This vision of peace is untroubled, yet carries a faint echo of longing. It feels like a memory held dear, a possibility that once shimmered. The Isu, still watching, seem to share this profound remembrance. Their ethereal forms lean slightly forward, a collective sigh almost heard in the deep silence. You realize these are not simply historical records. These are the Animus's own quiet wishes, the untainted ideals from a forgotten past, projected from its deepest databanks. A gentle whisper of what could have been. The air feels cool and still around you. The fleeting images inside the crystalline core now settle. The golden fields no longer flicker, but hold steady, bathed in the light of an eternal sunset. The scene is not a memory replayed, but a world held perfectly still. You see the early humans more clearly now. Their movements are unhurried as they walk among the tall stalks of grain. They approach a small, smooth obelisk of Isu design standing in the center of the field. The atmosphere shifts as one of the Isu lifts a luminous hand. The gesture is slow, impossibly graceful. It is not a command, but an acknowledgement, a farewell. As the hand rises, the image within the core begins to change. The human figures grow transparent, their edges blurring into the golden light of the field. The story draws inward, where the core is now dark. The vast chamber seems to hold its breath, but the darkness is not absolute. In the very center of the crystal, a single, soft blue glyph ignites. It pulses with a slow, steady rhythm, like a lonely star in a sea of glass and shadow. This final symbol holds a quiet power, a remnant of the story you just witnessed. The transparent human figures inside the core image deepen their fade. The golden light softens further, not vanishing, but subtly transforming. The Isu figures remain still, their luminous eyes now cast downwards, in quiet reverence. The gentle hum from the core evolves into a deeper resonance, a sound that vibrates through the very air, not just heard, but profoundly felt. Inside the core, the intricate glyphs that once traced ancient tales begin to rearrange themselves. They swirl like motes of dust in a sunbeam, reorganizing their ancient patterns, moving deeper into the scene. The swirling glyphs inside the core now begin to coalesce into distinct architectural forms. These are not human structures, but elegant, flowing lines of an Isu city. It appears seamlessly built into and around natural formations, almost grown from the earth itself. Sunlight, soft and pearlescent, filters through colossal, crystalline arches, casting long, peaceful shadows. You see faint, ethereal projections of Isu moving through these grand spaces. Their forms are semi-transparent, engaged in quiet, scholarly pursuits. The ethereal projections of Isu now gather in what seems to be a grand archive. Pearlescent light filters through enormous crystalline arches, illuminating scrolls that unfurl with glowing glyphs. You sense a silent, collective study. Their semi-transparent hands pass through holographic projections, rearranging patterns of light. A soft hum vibrates, almost unheard, as they delve into ancient knowledge. The air feels cool, yet vibrant, with the energy of countless forgotten histories being silently reviewed. They are not merely observing, they are deciphering. Moving deeper into the scene, the focus shifts to a central chamber. Here, the Isu gather around a delicate, spherical device, not unlike a miniature sun. Its surface pulses with a gentle, rhythmic light, projecting shimmering maps of stellar configurations. These aren't simple star charts. They contain intricate patterns of fate, possibilities, and divergent timelines. The device emits a faint, cool hum, a whisper of complex calculations. You feel a pull towards the knowledge it holds, a deep sense of an empire trying to read its own destiny. Their luminous eyes are fixed, reflecting an urgent, yet calm, contemplation. The delicate device now projects images that flicker with uncertainty. Not just stars, but glimpses of a verdant earth, then scarred by fire and ice. These are the failed prophecies, the futures they could not avert. The images are brief, like ancient, fading photographs. A low, resonant sigh, not from the Isu themselves, but from the very air, seems to emanate from the core. The pearlescent light dims almost imperceptibly, casting longer, softer shadows. The central chamber hums softly. The delicate spherical device pulses with a gentle, rhythmic light. Its shimmering maps of stellar configurations now deepen, revealing not just patterns of fate, but faint, ethereal lines of intervention. You feel a gentle pull, a sense of their ancient purpose. The air grows faintly cool around you. These are not merely observations, they are echoes of Isu choices, their attempts to steer destiny. Moving deeper into the scene, the shimmering maps coalesce. A single, grand structure takes form within the projection. Not a star map now, but an immense, crystalline citadel, gleaming with an inner light. Its walls hum with a low, resonant frequency, almost unheard. You sense a silent, collective memory focused on this place. The air here feels thick and still, holding echoes of monumental decisions. This citadel, once a bastion of Isu power, now appears as a ghost, a focal point of their struggle. The story draws inward, where the citadel's projected form clarifies further. Within its core, an intricate network of conduits glows faintly. They pulse with a steady, rhythmic energy. This was not a simple fortress, but a grand mechanism, a device designed to channel immense cosmic power. You feel a profound sense of their lost knowledge, a quiet understanding of its purpose. A faint, metallic scent, like ancient machinery, fills the air around the projection. The Isu forms around it stand in silent reverence, their luminous eyes reflecting deep contemplation. The immense, crystalline citadel, once a bastion of Isu power, now draws your gaze more intently. Its inner light pulses with a soft, inviting rhythm. You feel a gentle warmth emanating from its shimmering walls, like ancient breath. A faint, metallic tang subtly pricks the air, almost imperceptible. This ghost of a structure begins to reveal a deeper purpose, not merely a memory, but a conduit. The silent, collective memory focused on this place feels vast, unfolding around you. Moving deeper into the scene, the citadel's shimmering maps coalesce, not just showing fate, but also glimpses of lives lived. You sense the delicate balance of decisions within its walls, a low, resonant frequency, almost unheard, now feels like a gentle vibration through the ground beneath you. The walls appear to hum with silent calculations. Small, luminescent veins spiderweb across its crystalline surfaces, carrying tiny currents of light. This quiet pulse hints at the machine's own deep processing, a calming rhythm, the quiet carried forward, revealing fragments of Isu choices within the light streams. You perceive wisps of their attempts to steer destiny, shimmering like distant heat haze. These aren't simple observations, they are echoes of monumental decisions. The faint, cool hum that surrounds you now carries a subtle undercurrent of a struggle, a lost purpose. You sense a silent plea, etched into the very fabric of this phantom structure, a longing for a different outcome. The animus hums its own quiet song, not for Desmond, but for itself. You feel the faint, rhythmic pulse deepen like a slumbering heart within the crystal. Within the shimmering walls, tiny streams of raw data now coalesce, forming fleeting, ghostly images. They are not memories Desmond has seen, nor moments of recorded history. Instead, they are the Animus's own untethered visions, fragments of stories never fully rendered. These are the whispers of forgotten timelines, the what-ifs of history echoing in the machine's silent dream. You see faint, swirling lights within the crystal, intricate patterns that hint at lost cities and powerful artifacts. A soft, almost inaudible whisper seems to emanate from the walls, telling tales of Isu experiments and their hidden motives. These are pieces of lore that even Juno could not fully access, raw data streams reflecting alternate paths and unchosen destinies. A gentle, cool breeze stirs nearby, carrying the scent of something ancient and metallic. You watch as these translucent forms drift, their edges always hazy, never fully defined. Each vision is like a half-remembered dream, just out of reach. The citadel's low hum now feels like a lullaby, a deeper resonance that soothes. These are not memories to be relived, but possibilities, echoes of what could have been. You feel a profound calm settle over you, realizing the animus itself holds a kind of wistful consciousness, forever sifting through the untold stories of time. A faint, earthy scent rises, mingling with the metallic tang, grounding you in this quiet moment. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. The swirling lights within the crystal begin to coalesce. They slowly take the shape of vast, impossible architectures. A gentle warmth radiates from the animus's core. These are places from before known history. They shimmer with a quiet, ethereal beauty. These structures now gain vivid detail. You sense their silent purpose, long forgotten. Luminescent veins spiderweb across their surfaces. They carry tiny currents of light, a pulse of ancient thought. A soft, almost inaudible whisper now weaves through the quiet. It speaks of grand designs, yet also subtle imperfections. The whispers gather, revealing stories of Isu experiments. You sense their hidden motives, complex and vast. They sought to control fate, to mend a broken world. Yet, the echoes hint at their ultimate, quiet failures. This knowledge doesn't alarm you. It simply exists. A profound understanding settles within your mind, moving deeper into the scene. The luminescent veins on the ancient structures trace patterns like delicate, worn circuitry. You feel a faint coolness radiating from their smooth, crystalline surfaces, a contrast to the animus's gentle core, warmth. The imperfections are not flaws, but subtle breaks in the light, like hesitations in a grand design. They form glyphs you almost recognize, fleeting symbols of power or warning. A soft, rhythmic hum now underpins the whisper, a sound of profound contemplation within the machine. These are not mistakes, they are choices, paths diverging in the silent records of time. You sense an old wisdom woven into every curve and angle. The whispers grow a little clearer, no longer just a sound, but a faint suggestion of voices echoing from ages past. They speak of intentions, of visions laid out by beings beyond human comprehension. You perceive vast chambers, once filled with purpose, now resonating with quiet echoes. The air carries the faint, clean scent of ozone mixed with something ancient and metallic, like the forgotten breath of colossal mechanisms. These are the Animus's interpretations of fragmented Isu ideals, moments where their grand plans met unforeseen resistance. It is the story of ambition, rendered in light and shadow within the machine's slumbering mind. As you drift deeper, the complex architectures begin to settle, their shifting forms finding a temporary, serene coherence. The intricate patterns of light soften, bathing the colossal structures in a steady, gentle glow. The whispers fade into a profound, almost comforting silence, leaving only the deep, rhythmic pulse of the Animus. You feel a stillness in the dreamscape, a sense of vast knowledge quietly processed. This is where Desmond's ancestral memories find their truest rest, woven into the machine's larger tapestry of what-ifs and forgotten lore. A peaceful resolution settles over the scene, a quiet promise of untold stories patiently waiting. The quiet carried forward, revealing more. Pale light now softly illuminates vast chambers. It reveals faint outlines of forgotten Isu tools. These tools whisper of efforts to reshape destiny. A mild chill drifts through the immense space. It brushes against your awareness, a reminder of ancient time. Moving deeper into the scene, a disruption begins to form. It's not a flaw, but a deliberate void in the light patterns. This absence absorbs the ambient glow. The familiar hum wavers, a brief skip in its rhythm. You perceive a faint pressure in the air. This hints at something not meant to be. The voids expand, not into emptiness, but into alternative realities. Within these dark spaces, other lights emerge. They trace paths not taken, decisions unmade. Each glow shows a different outcome, a separate timeline. The whispers now layer upon each other. They speak of choices, of profound consequences.